everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. Let me show you the original. Give me 1 second here. So this is by Lim Paper Crafting. Why was I Limpa? Lim Paper Crafting. It's a really cute like birth picture or whatever. You know, there's like a little bit like pregnancy and birth. It's a 2-pager as you can see. And what we have, let me see, can I get this to be like not, oh my gosh. I don't know, you guys. So sorry. The lights are everywhere. Hold on, let me see if I move this over. I'm just trying to make it like bright enough. Okay. Basically, she's got all these little photos along the bottom, and then she's got a couple of bigger photo sets. We'll see how I make that work. And then she's got like embellishments here and in here. What I noticed about it too is she's kind of got like this, I don't know if this is a paper or a doily on top of her paper, but it has like an outline type deal. Like it's an, you know, I don't know, like a border around the outside. She has a striped paper block going here, and then she's got another paper going along here. Of course, the title's in the middle. It's just a really, you know, there's a lot going on there, in a good way. So let me set this down, y'all. I'm sorry. I am very technologically, all my stuff's kind of aggravating me. So what I had done, I'd actually printed these out and been hanging on to them for the right layout, and I think this is the right layout. This was like all the various foods, not all of them, but various different foods from our cruise. And then there was like, look at this, y'all. I had beef Wellington. Is that not yummy looking? Oh, some kind of a couscous stuffed pepper. There was desserts, you know, there was like this was on Christmas. There was like a little bread table, various different, you know, I think this was like a Asian flavored thing here. It has like that puffy bread thingy, crab cake stuff. Anyways, the whole point of it is we have this really fancy food. So I think these are going to work along the bottom. Now, the only bad thing is I don't have like a 4x6 and 2 other ones, but I have these 2 other ones. But I may do, you know, one on each side or something. I got to think about that. And then the other thing I did, I was looking for the right kind of papers, y'all. And I have these. You're going to be like, what, Christine? But I have these. And the reason I picked it is because it's got like this outside border, kind of like she has with her little doily. And I thought, okay, well, it's kind of blue and green, which is oceany-ish. So I think I'm going to use these. I haven't decided yet if I'll use this as like my stripe. I do have this as an option. I love this paper. But on the other hand, that's a little bit almost too complimentary to these blues. So I think I may set this one aside. I love this piece of paper though. I think I'll put this one aside and maybe use this yellowy one because that's a little bit of a contrasty. I think this is a border strip. I'll end up cutting that off. I also have, I didn't know I still had these. I still have some simple storage. It says Simple Vintage Coastal. So I might can use some of this. Where she's kind of got like photos, right? Because I don't have enough. So like Hello from Paradise could be cute. These little things here. I do have a few branding strips. We might check that out. I don't have very many stickers left. I've used almost all of them. I'm not going to be using this piece. But on the other hand, there is this. Let's see. Is there anything about like food or anything? Island vibes? No. This is our happy place, maybe. I don't know. We'll hang on to this piece because it might be something we use. Then there's just like a light colored piece. And there's like little sailboats. So we may see about that. I have a few pieces of this. Don't know if I'll need it or not. And then there's some Heidi Swapp's Sun Chaser. So, again, might work for some like embellishments or something. Don't know. So I'm going to set these aside until I get my base done. And that's what I'm going to start with. So let me actually trim my photos. I do need to think about, she did not have her bottom photos matted. And I may stick with that same approach because that's matting a lot of photos if I do that. So let me get my base organized here. And then I will come back on in just a moment. Okay, gang. After playing around with this, the difference is the original layout, the photos were printed probably 3x4. And I printed these 2x3 because I had so many. And I don't really want to cull them. But when I tried to put them on 2 pages, they were too small. So I think what I'm going to do is just move this. I'm going to squeeze this now to a 1-pager. I really had every intention of doing it as a 2-pager. I just really can't. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to tweak it a bit here. So this is going to be the right-hand side. So let me show you that again. So when you look at this, it's going to be the right-hand side. So I'm going to put all my little photos in the bottom, and then I'm going to put my 2 bigger photos here. And instead of this big cluster, kind of using this as like a location, I'm going to put these 2 photos here, because I thought about culling photos, but I really don't want to. I want to keep them all. So I think I'm going to do something like that. Now I am going to use kind of the idea of the big title, I think here. I'm going to call it like cruise food or something like that. I'm going to have to bring in my little block of paper here. And I think I may use a stripe of paper here just to kind of keep all these contained, is what I think I'm going to do here. So I'm tweaking this up. I did not actually intend to do that. That was not my initial intent, but I kind of have to. It's just not going to work any other way. Or it's going to look strange. I would have had too many, the photos would have been spread out. The only sad part is now I don't have a reason to use my cut-aparts. I don't know. I might still like use Hello from Paradise or something. Or Hello from Our Happy Place. I don't know. I still have to think on that. But I wanted to give you a quick update because I have to tweak this. So let me get busy. Alrighty, so what have I done? I've got all those little small pictures cut, and I've glued them to a little stripe of the shell paper. She didn't do that, but I needed something to kind of ground them. They actually were just a tad narrow, so they didn't go across the entire 12 inches. So it's so small, it doesn't really matter, but I needed something to put them on. So I put it on that little pale orange, and then I'm going to scuff the bottom of it, honestly, just because there's a little bit of white, and I just didn't want it to show. I did find this little border strip. It says Better Together, Perfection, Obsessed, Ocean Breeze, Out to Sea, Ocean Lover. I just like the way it looks. I think the color's pretty. I like the handwriting, and of course, it's related to the ocean and stuff like that. So I think that looks pretty. It's not exactly what she had. She had more like a pattern there, but I think that works. And then I've got this little vertical, well, I guess it could be either direction, but I'm making it a vertical stripe, the little block there. So I'm going to cut that, and I'll have to cut it a little shorter as well to make it fit properly, because it's a little too tall like that. So I'll do that. I'm going to also trim my little pepper paper. It's a little bit, I've already done that, I guess. I'm so sorry. I've gone ahead and trimmed it. I matted the photos. She had hers double matted, so I've already got my photos kind of matted there. And then on the right-hand side, I've got those 2 little photos. This is going to be basically that little embellishment that said like baby boy or whatever. I'm going to just put them on a little cut-apart looking thing, honestly, just to ground them so they weren't floating by themselves out there in the middle of nothing. I'm going to wonk those just because everything else is straight, and I thought, well, it could be interesting to have it a little wonky there. And then I'm going to actually fussy cut. I'm going to cut away when I do, but I'll get into one of the cut-aparts, and there's like a little pink colored doily. Technically on top of it, there's like a little beach chair with some seashells. I'm going to fussy cut that out. I'll cover most of that up, the beach chair and stuff like that. It's not really relevant to food, obviously, but I did like the color. I like the pop of color, and I thought it would work well. So I'm going to end up doing that. And then I'm going to get into the sticker book in a minute. It's the one, what is it called again? I read it to you guys. Sun or something like that. I'm going to get in, there's a clear sticker in the back, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put it on white cardstock and cut it, but I don't think I show you guys all that because that's just cutting stuff out. Here's me kind of organizing this. I'll also get into my stash for the title. I'll do that in just a minute, though. Here's me kind of looking at those cut-aparts, and I think this is where I decided to do the... no, maybe I'm looking at the stickers. I'm going to pull out a little sticker that says Paradise, and I'm going to put that across the 2 of the photos. She had a little sticker kind of on the 2/3 spot. I'm going to bring mine over just because my photos are smaller, but I'll put that one there. I'm going to put it up on foam, too. I'm going to decide to put it on foam because I like it a little bit popped up. What else have I got going on here? I'm going to get into the sticker book for a couple of different little things. I almost got into my enamel dots. I didn't really see them on her original. I've always got so many things to use. It's hard to decide. Sometimes I feel like, Christine, you could put so much stuff on everything to use it, but then I changed my mind. Okay, there's me. I have the little doily cut out. That's been fussy cut out of a cut apart. You can see the words Living It Up. That's actually a clear sticker that I put on white cardstock, and I cut it. And then now I'm going to do this. It's called Cruise Food. And I haven't glued the photo down because I wanted to make sure I had room for the actual title. And I really enjoyed this way she had done that. So I like the little contrast of this blue letters on the overall look here. I look at the paper and I go, well, I've got like lace foil, flowers and things like that, but it's okay. I think it looks fine. It's similar to her little, outline of her, I don't know, doily. Was it a doily? Yeah, it was not a doily, kind of a square doily, I guess. This takes me just a second. I will also pull out my Nuvo glue. Honestly, I think I have another set of these that I should have probably pulled from because I cut this one brand new open. And I'm almost certain I have another set because there's letters hanging off the outside of this package. So I may kick myself later. But I'll use a little Nuvo glue to glue it down permanently because they're not real sticky. And then here's me gluing down the photo. So I'm going to do I think the right-hand side stuff's glued down already. I'm going to put foam behind that, living it up. It's going to go on top of the photos. Oh, I guess I haven't glued those down yet. I'm about to. Here we go. Glue those down. I have to say, you guys, though, if you've ever been on a cruise or haven't, or excuse me, if you really, I guess if you've been on one, you've probably seen it, but haven't been on a cruise, the food is phenomenal. I mean, everybody talks about it. I will tell you, so on this cruise here, this was Royal Caribbean, you get assigned a dining room, and the dining room stuff's included in your package. Like, you don't have to pay extra for that food. And you kind of look things over when you're buying your cruise and this, and it sounds like, oh gosh, I might have to go to this dining room or that dining room, because there's other like restaurants on the boat that you can pay extra to eat at. But frankly, the food in the common dining area was so good. Like, you didn't need to go anywhere else. We actually looked into it for Christmas Eve because we knew that was the night my daughter's fiance was going to propose. Her husband was going to propose. And we thought, well, we'll be in this restaurant or whatever. Honestly, it was going to cost, I think it was close to $1,000 for the 6 of us. It was like, no, never mind. So he did a really good job organizing it differently. But y'all, again, we had beef Wellington. I mean, the food was just so good. There was no reason to go anywhere else. And I just enjoyed every bit of it. And they did a really good job, too, with like allergies and stuff. Like my bonus dad is gluten-free. Brooke is supposed to be gluten-free. Just various different, sensitivities or, different things. And they were really, really good about doing it. And you had the same waiters, the same servers every night, which I also really enjoy. You get to be, kind of friendly with them, and they were adorable. You get to hear kind of their stories, and you get to know them if you chat with them, and I just really enjoyed the whole experience. So obviously this is about the actual food, but the presentation was beautiful too. Not going to lie. I mean, if you look at these pictures, you can see the presentation is just lovely. I did find the sticker says wonderful. I'm going to actually get into the book again. There's a little sunburst looking thing. I'm going to kind of behind it. She had like a heart there, and I think that the little sunburst looks cute. I wanted to kind of enclose these photos. They felt a little strange on there without something going on. So I put little photo corners onto the outside pieces of the photo there. And then I think I'm skimming through the photo book or the sticker book again. I find it says more sea and then some little hearts. I put those up there, and then maybe this is where I find the little sun. I think I go back and I grab it. I wasn't sure I was going to use it, and then I thought it just needs something up underneath wonderful. It looks a little strange, so I'll lift that up and stick my little sun under there. And the only thing I do, initially I stuck a little different, I think it said in the details or something on the very far bottom right photo, but I end up putting food, friends, and fun. And that is my layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and please go check out the original designer. Make sure you give her some love. I think that was an Instagram post, so you may have to pop over there. And, of course, check out the playlist and all my fellow scrappers that play along on this hop. We have, I think 8 or 10 of us now, so there's always plenty to see. And we thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.